for.
And then essential advice that will save your home and your family from a fire.
Most Australians are aware of the risks, but they're not doing enough to protect themselves against potential risks that can quite simply be avoided.
Just when he was starting to warm up too.
I know.
Now, a house fire is one of the most traumatic experiences that a family could possibly go through, and the statistics say that it happens in some sort of form to about 1 in 5 Aussie homes.
They are amazing numbers. So as we all switch on our heaters to warm up this winter, we've got some tips to keep you and your family safe.
We'll be getting pumped to work further message to fires, second station affirmative, over.
It's very hard seeing people who have lost everything at the time, and that's pretty hard to take sometimes. That's when there's kids involved.
All my stuff, everything, all my clothes, just
all the photos, all the videos,
all of our videos,
everything.
Okay guys, taper's up. We're on to 38 through the front door.
Yeah, boss. All right, I'll get this on. We're going to do 2 lines. I think most Australians are aware of the risks, but they're not doing enough to protect themselves against fire, especially during winter. And winter poses a whole new set of risks that people should be aware of and should do some things to help protect themselves against. I'll show you if you like. In the lounge room, the most obvious thing is the heaters and the power boards where most people plug in all their TVs and so forth. Well, this heater here is a fairly modern one, so the risks aren't as high as the old bar heaters, but still people like to put things like dressing gowns and socks in front, and after a while, they're very flammable and they're likely to cause a problem. Here's your classic piggyback power board, and what can happen here is it can overheat because the electricity drawdown is so much more. So what you do is you need to take this out, and this goes into a power point on its own, and the next one, it goes in its own plug as well. That's the way we avoid the overheating. So half of all fires start here in the kitchen, and half of those fires are from unattended cooking. And unattended cooking can be as simple as answering the door or picking up the telephone, because as soon as you take your eyes off it, that's when problems start. Always have a fire blanket in the kitchen, just in case something does go wrong, and just have a look at where you're working. Things like a tea towel next to the oven, even a lightweight paper bag, they're all potential risks that can quite simply be avoided. Candles are really romantic in the bedroom, but nothing kills passion more than when flames start shooting up your curtains. So don't leave them unattended and blow them out before you go to sleep. People don't realise that it's not actually the fire that kills people, it's the smoke. And a smoke alarm detects that early enough to wake you up. And smoke, by the way, doesn't wake you up, it actually puts you further asleep. It needs to be tested every month. It needs to be have the batteries changed every 12 months. And every 10 years, you can throw the thing away and get another one. But every month, just walk up with your broom, make sure it's working, and forget about it. That's all it takes. So all those messages are really important, but of course we can't come out to every home in the country. So what we've created is the Home Fire Safety Audit. And that's just an online tool where you can go there, answer all the questions that relate to your home, and find out how you can take those risks away and make your home as safe as it can be.
That is really, really good advice.
Isn't it?
You know, just going through that audit makes you realise, like, made me realise that I'm missing a few of those things. I don't have a fire blanket. I wouldn't know where to get one either.
I think you can get that, because we don't have one either. We've got a fire extinguisher. I think you can get them at places like Bunnings.
Yeah.
They've got all that sort of stuff. So head there and make sure you can tick off that list.
Yeah, you bet. Now, that audit has been put together by GIO and the New South Wales Fire Brigades, and if you want to revisit it, and you should, head to www.homefiresafetyaudit.com.au. It only takes a few minutes, and it could save your life and your family's.
Such good advice. News, sport and weather are next.
And we've got $5,000 on the line in the Great Cash giveaway.